The Aero Products USA Precision Scope Leveling Mount. That's right, today we are talking about the ultimate system for getting your rifle scope mounted and leveled correctly. Let's jump into it. Today we're talking about arguably one of the best leveling mounting systems in the industry. Now, I get it. Your grandpa's got a 10-cent method that he taught you 20 years ago, that he learned 60 years ago, that's never failed him. But this, the precision scope leveling mount, is for when good isn't good enough. Now, let's get this out of the way right at the beginning of the video. If that's why you're here, you want to know how much this thing costs. It is a premium product. It has a premium price tag, and it is an investment. You are investing in your ability to go out there and hit X's, hit targets, be elite at what you're doing. So you have to understand that before we even move forward. Now, Aero Products USA did send me this precision scope leveling mount to test out to see if I liked it. It just so happened that I was getting my new scope, the Mark 8 to 80. I was getting some new rings. I was getting my system ready for 2025 for competition. And so this product was very timely for me to add my new system in. But let's talk a little bit about the product itself. All right, first things first, the aesthetics of these products, all products really that have been coming out from Aero Products USA have been outstanding. There's clearly no skimping on the way that they look, the way that they're designed, the manufacturing that's being done from them. They are solid, they're heavy, they're constructed well. When you pick these up, it does not feel cheap. I mean, this really feels heavy. It really feels nice. You know, there's custom engraving in it. The black look of it, as well as sort of the gold dial, which I don't normally see on products, is very cool. Now, first things first, let's talk about the thumb wheel. The floating hinge system that's built into this, along with a zero backlash thumb wheel, is really what makes this product stand out, right? I talked about how amazing the thumb wheel is, but really that system is so great because of this hinging system. And you can feel when you're moving it back and forward, the system has no give. And what I mean by that, it's not loose, there's no slop on it, it's firm all the way through, and that's what allows it to continue to be precise. I've used other systems where there's multiple movement points on it, and it can be really difficult to do this. There's no difficulty. It is simplicity at its finest. You do it forward, you do the wheel backwards, and the fact that you can make small micro adjustments with it and change it sort of angle by angle on this is really what makes it the super product that it is to get you exactly where you need to be when leveling your scope. Now, next thing, let's talk about the bubble. The fact is when I had a zero cant to this, the bubble was exactly in the middle, and that's exactly what we wanted to see. So for the rest of the video, I did not use the bubble because I verified that it was there. And ultimately, I wanted you guys to see the electronic version. That way you can understand what this system is really doing. And then again, we have the ARCA system built into the bottom. You know, there's not much to say really about that, except for it's very nice, it fits perfectly, it's cut correctly as you would expect with a product like this, as well as the top portion is cut correctly. So everything fit perfectly on this. It fit perfectly into the rock vise. It fit perfectly into multiple of my tripods that I tried out. I put 2 different scope rings on this. I used my old Badger rings that have my Collis 5 to 25 DLR eye on it. And then I used my new color, and There's another video that's going to be coming out on the Hawken rings, but these color red Hawken rings, that's right, the heavy tactical one-piece mount rings with the new March 8 to 80 and a couple other items that are on there that you're gonna see in this video were both mounted on this system, and they all worked great. So let's take a little bit of time and look at the actual mounting process that we go in. I'm not gonna waste your guys' time by going through an entire system on how to mount your scope. Again, if there's ever anything that I don't cover that you do wanna know about, write in the comments, let me know. I'll do a separate video or I'll write an article on it over at the website. Let's jump into that footage. All right, boys and girls, let's get down to the meat and potatoes of this video. Why is this product important? Why is it something you should add to your arsenal when it comes to aligning and leveling your scope? The first issue we really run into is the mounting point, whether that be in your rock vise, on your reloading table, or in a tripod. You can see here from this video, just shifting this left and right, where I would assume that it's level once I got it to 0 and there's not going to be an issue. We cannot see perfect level, and that's the initial problem at hand. And you might think wherever you're mounting your system that it looks flat and you're coming in exactly where you need to be, but the fact is you're probably not. So this system, and you can see from the video that I have up here, that this is the first issue that we are working on combating, and this is really the most important issue at hand. If our goal on long-range precision shooting, no matter the discipline, is accuracy at the highest level, then taking that same mentality to the actual mounting of your scope, which is critical to your ability and your point of aim and impact, has to be taken just as seriously. And so if our goal is to align the axis of our reticle to the plumb line, this is a system that is able to do it with such precise micro adjustments that, to the best of our ability, we can get as accurate as possible to that up and down position that we need to be in to find success on the range. And you can see this process is so simple. It allows us to align that vertical stadia and level it directly to the earth. All right, so like I said, I'm not gonna go into a full scope mounting video with you guys. If you want to see that in another video, let me know, but I am going to show you some of the items I am using to make this possible. As always, we use our plumb. I like to use red, it's easier to see. Got my bullet there hanging, ready to go. We do want to keep this process as simple as possible. We want to make sure we have the right tools to do that, to find the best accuracy that we possibly can. So I am outside, I'm leveling the leveling tool while using the electronic measure, that way you guys can see it. Once I have that measured, I did go ahead and throw on my new Hawken Precision scope rings. Again, I love these things. Look forward for the video that's going to be coming out on these. Once I had the rings mounted, I did go ahead and throw in the new March 8 to 80, and you can see here I'm just playing around a little bit, but this is me actually leveling the system to the plumb line, and you can see with the actual trigger cam video as well as using the SG pulse, you can see these adjustments coming in as I'm moving the leveling mount. Now, unfortunately, the SG pulse did die on me in this process, and I didn't realize it until I got in here editing. So it will go away in just a few seconds, but you can see the adjustments that are happening on this. And so you can just pay attention to the trigger cam, the red line over to the right, and you can see that it's gonna start coming, it's gonna start leveling, and it doesn't matter what your starting point is, you're gonna be able to get it lined up. Okay, now I did do all of that without tightening everything down. And so now I am going to start tightening everything down. I like to do a cross tightening method. I try to make sure the rings are as evenly set as possible. Once I have that set, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this off to do the final setting for it. I'm really gonna place everything in, lock it down to its specifications for these rings. It was 20 to 25 inch-pounds for the top mounting and 65 inches for the bottom when you put it on the actual system. All right, now that I have those all tightened down, I am going to be doing the final placement on my system. Now I am testing out the MDT field stock, so I don't have my normal competition chassis on here, but I do like to do a wet mount when I put on my actual system. So you can see here I have a little bit of lube. I went a little above and beyond on, didn't need that much, but I wasn't exactly sure where I was going to put it because again, this is a new scope for me. These are new rings for me. So I just wanted to get a little bit of placement, give myself some opportunity to adjust it if need be. So everything was aligned perfect when I put it back on, just as I expected it would be. Tightened it down, and I'm excited to take this out to the range and get some shooting behind it. Let's jump on over to my final thoughts. All right, guys, so my final thoughts on this is it's just a stupid, simple system. It is a robust product, but it doesn't take up a huge footprint, and it's just simple, right? That's what most of us want in the end. We want a product that's going to be simple to use, that is gonna have the best yield for it. Precision, long range shooting is a time-consuming endeavor. That is really the truth. When you're gonna get into this, you have reloading, you have shooting. If you are not quite there yet, that's understandable. For those of us that are trying to compete, those of us that are trying to move up the rankings, for those of us that are trying to make a national team or world team or anything like that, it's a time-consuming process. And the fact is that we have to not only learn and tinker around with the system and add products and test those out, and then we have to reload all of our ammo to get that precise, and that's a time-consuming activity. And then you actually have to do training for your shooting, and then you actually have to go practice your shooting, and then you have to actually go shoot. I mean, it all just really adds up. And so what you're gonna find is as you get deeper and deeper into this industry, you're looking for products that are made to last, made to make your life simpler and make this process quicker. And that's exactly what this product did. This product right here was made to last. It was made to make the process simpler. I mean, you really can't get any simpler than up and down to move the cant left and right. I mean, that's really the facts of it. So in my opinion, Aero Products USA has knocked it out of the park again. I mean, guys, again, if you haven't seen the Rock Vice video, if you haven't checked out the Rock Vice, please check it out because you'll start to see a pattern with what they're putting out. Now, in my opinion, this is a piece of kit that needs to be on everybody's bench or in everybody's range bag or wherever it is, but this needs to be in your possession because having the correct cant on your scope will make or break your competition. And it is something that you don't really think about, right? Because once the scope's on there, once you think you have it correct, that's really the end of it. You don't think about your scope anymore and you think, oh, it's the ammo. Oh, I didn't breathe in the right spot. Oh, I pulled the trigger too hard. So the goal here is to know with 100% certainty and start eliminating things that you know could not possibly be an issue with your shooting, with your competition. And this is that product. This is a premium product. It has a premium price tag. It is an investment into success. But if you're willing to make that investment, I think you're gonna see what I see is that this is a product that stands out above the rest. So I was very, very happy that I had an opportunity to test this product out, that it was sent over, and that it worked beyond what my expectations were for it. So you're definitely going to see me buying more into the Aero Products USA systems. They're products that are made in the USA. I had a chance to talk to both of the brothers. They are great guys, extremely smart, really care and are passionate about this industry. And this product right here is an example of that. So if you want to check this product out, there is a link in my bio. I don't make any money off of it. I'm not an affiliate marketer for them. It's really just to help you guys. This will also be on my website. Make sure you check out the article at blackplagueprecision.com on this product. There's also an article out on the rock vise. So you guys that like to read about products, that like to see a little bit more details about it, a little more about the companies and the individuals behind these products, can check that out. All right, thank you guys, I appreciate it. And as always, get out to the range and take the shot. I'll see you guys next time.